Hello. So let me pull up my little notes here first. I think you should be able to see me okay. Perfect. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say that I'm really happy that you decided to join our company. But now what I want to do is just make sure that you are making money right from the get-go. So basically, my role is to partner with you. So it's just going to be really important that in our very first month of your business, that we're able to pay off the kit you bought, and then that we're also able to put more money into your pocket. And so basically what I want to do is make sure I set you up to be successful. So hopefully that sounds pretty good for you. So here's the thing. What I'd also like to do is save you the time and prevent you from making some of the mistakes that I made when I first started. So I'm probably going to share some ideas with you that might seem a little scary or make you feel a little uncomfortable to do for the first time. But I just want you to trust me and my expertise, because I promise I would never steer you wrong, okay? So here's the thing. We're gonna look at your first month like it's your kind of like your grand opening, okay? So it's like your training month, I guess. So just like any other job, when you first start, you're going to need some training. And so becoming a 31 consultant really is no different. So I will be training you your whole first month, okay? So basically, what I need you to have is your how-to guide. Now, the cover might look a little different. I think I have an old one here, but regardless, it's going to have the same content. So you're going to want your how-to guide, which I would have sent you by now a link, and you're going to want to have that printed off if possible. It's way easier if you can use this like a workbook and it's printed off versus just viewing it on your screens, okay? So if you do not have that printed off, I would highly encourage you to just pause this video, go print this off, and then restart this video once you're ready with your workbook, okay? So basically, we're gonna walk through the first few pages. We're actually going to walk through the first 10 pages of this packet today, and then on our second call or the second recording, then I do the second half of the packet, okay? So this first one, I guess, is a little bit longer, and the second recording is usually a lot faster because we have less pages to cover. So page one is this cover page, and the only thing we want to talk about here on this page is that at the very bottom, it'll tell you how long this how-to guide is good for. So if it says, for example, like February to August, that means that the new catalog will be coming in September. Or if it says that it lasts till January, that means the new catalog is coming in February, okay? That's all that's really important on this page, is just so you know when the new catalog season comes out, and we do 2 catalog seasons per year. Okay, then page 2 should look something similar to this. It may be just a touch different, but basically what this page is all about is our founder. So Cindy Monroe, there should be a big picture of her on there. She is our founder, and she created 31 in her basement back in 2003, and then she grew it into this really amazing company. And so I really do love Cindy and her husband Scott, because they really do have good hearts, and you'll kind of find that out for yourself. You'll get to watch some webinars and trainings and such where you'll see Cindy. And then the other good thing about this page that I want to cover is that Cindy and Scott really believe in giving back to others, and so it'll tell you in here they've donated like close to $2 million to different organizations where they just give to others. So that's one of the many reasons I also love the company, along with the fact that we are a faith-based company, and our name comes from Proverbs 31. So in the Bible, and it talks about how women can be strong and courageous, and so that's just a little bit there. You can obviously read the rest of it on that page, but that's what I definitely wanted to cover with you. Let me go back to this one here. Bear with me for a moment. Okay, now we're going to move on to page 3. And so page 3 should look something similar to this, my details at the top. And so on this page, you can fill out your information at the top. Your consultant ID number should have came to you in your welcome email. and it should be a number, and then your business email will be whatever email you use to sign up for 31, and then your website we'll actually get to in a bit. For your sponsor details, that would be me. So my name is Melissa Sanders. And then you can put in there my phone number. So it's 712-210-6411. And I do normally respond better to text because I see that a lot faster. But I will let you know that I do check my Facebook Messenger at least once a day, if not more. So if you need to get a hold of me, Facebook Messenger or texting would probably be best. Or email works too. And so the next one is my email. And so my email, it's kind of long. It's Melissa K. Sanders 2020@gmail.com. So it's MELISSAKAYSANDERS 2020@gmail.com. It's kind of a mouthful. And then the next one is director, and that would be your upline team leader, and that's also me. So I will be your sponsor and your director. So you can just put my name in there again, okay? And then under support and training, it shows 31today.com. And this is a website that you will often hear referred to as TOT for short, or even sometimes people call it TOT. And so this website has all the trainings you could possibly need. And we'll actually dive into that a little bit more later. But that's what that one is there. And then consultant support, it's just kind of important for you to know when you can call 31. They're on Eastern time, so keep that in mind when you see the hours listed there. And then below that is the phone number you can use to call 31. They're super helpful. I've called them, and when I first started, I called them all the time. For the most part, I don't need to call them too often anymore. But when I do call them, they're really sweet and they're really helpful, and no questions ever a dumb question. So just know that that's an option for you. Or you can also email them under ordersupport@31gifts.com. So, and they're pretty quick to get back to you. So that's that page. I'm going to take a quick drink here. Okay, then we're going to move on to page 4. She'll look something similar to this. Like I said, it could be a little bit different for pictures, but basically this page talks about solution selling. And really what that means is that we try to sell like products together. And so if you look at the pictures here, you'll see some examples. So if you look, again, yours might be just a touch different, but basically you'll see those pictures are bundled with items that are similar that would go together. And so basically what they're trying to tell us is if someone tells you they want to order, let's say, our All About the Benjamins wallet, then 31 is just saying it's good to offer a purse that could go with it, or vice versa. If someone's ordering a purse, you could say, hey, have you thought about getting our wallet? We even have one that matches your purse that you're getting. So kind of things like that. Now, right now, I don't want you to stress about having to worry about what products go together, because realistically, you're probably not sure what the items, what we even all have to offer. And that's totally normal. But that's what this is solution selling. That's what this page is about. You just kind of catch on to it as you sell more stuff, I guess. It just comes to you naturally. But don't stress about it. And then the other thing on the bottom, it talks about personalization. So that's another fun thing that we have, is many of our products can be personalized, which is nice because it just kind of makes our products more meaningful and special, and it boosts your commission too when people personalize their products. Okay. Then page 5, so this one talks about your why. And basically your why is why you decided to join 31. So there's lots of reasons you could have chosen to join. So some people join for the discount on the products, others join because they want that flexible schedule. A lot of people join because they want that extra income, or so that they can pay off bills or have a little extra to do something fun. And so I'm going to encourage you right now to write in this box what your why is. You can even pause this video if you need to. And just simply write down why you decided to join. And you could have multiple reasons or just one reason. And I'm just going to have you actually just grab a pen and write it down right now. And if you are looking at a digital copy of this and don't have it printed, just get a notebook and write it in there, okay? And then when you're ready, you can continue this video. Okay. And then let's see, moving on to page 6. So here's something similar to page 6. It should look something like that. So this page has our checklist for our first steps. So my goal is to help you be successful with your business. And really, this is how it happens. We really just follow these steps at the top, and it starts your business off really strong. So step 1 is your why, which we just did. So we can check that one off. And then the other part of step 1 is scheduling a launch party. So let's talk about that for a quick second. So your launch party is very similar to a regular 31 party. The only difference is that we would be advertising that you became the 31 consultant. And we would look at your launch party like the grand opening of your business. So what I really try to encourage you to do is to get your launch party scheduled for some time within your first 7 to 10 days of enrolling. And by doing that, you really do put immediate money back into your pocket. Plus, you launch your business right away and you get more bookings from your launch, if that makes sense. Now, something I offer is I am more than okay with throwing the launch party for you if you choose to do it online. So with your launch party, you could do it in person or you can do it online. I do all my partying online. I used to do a lot of in-home, but my life has just kind of gotten crazy. And then with COVID, and I kind of just stick to online now. So if you want to do a launch party online, you let me know and I can throw it for you. You would just have to invite the people. So that way you would get an idea of how it rolls and what to do, and just kind of have like that bird's eye view, I guess. And so anyways, one of the really cool things about your launch party is you would be the hostess and the consultant. So basically you would be able to get the hostess rewards and the paycheck, okay? So like I said, this is a very big thing. I highly, highly encourage that you reach out to me and let me know whether A, you're gonna host the party yourself. And if that's the case, I have a party script for you, or B, if you want me to host your launch party for you. Either way, I'm super happy to help, but I wanna know what your plan is. And then I would love to know the date you choose and the time you choose. And for me, I do all my parties, I guess, from 8 to 9 p.m. because that just works for me. And I found that that's worked really well for my customers too, because a lot of people are done with supper and they have their littles to bed, or they're just getting them to bed. So that's what I do. As I'm going through all this, I just realized I haven't even told you. If at any point you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Like I said, Facebook Messenger or texting is really good. Okay, so I do have a launch party script that I can send you if you're choosing to do your own launch party. It literally has everything you would need for your launch party. You simply copy and paste the posts and the pictures into your Facebook group. In fact, I even tell you the steps on how to set up a Facebook group and all that stuff. So as you look at the script, know that you can change it up however you would want. I just don't want you to feel like you have no starting point, basically. I want to give you the script so that you feel confident, and you can use that word for word if you want, or you can change it up. It's completely up to you. So let's see. So let's move on to step 2, which is connect and sharing your business. So this is where we want to be consistent. We want to try to just party every single week so that we can get really good at being a consultant. And the sooner you practice and start getting good, the sooner you're going to make that extra income. So just remember that repetition, the more you do it, the easier things get. So that's why I'm going to give you your first challenge, and it's going to be to try to have a party lined up every single week during your next 30 days. So look at the date today, whatever 30 days from today is, try to have one party every week during the next 4 weeks. So that might sound like a scary goal, but just hang with me and trust me on this, okay? So it would get you 4 parties essentially in your first month. And if you do this, I will send you a free gift, a free 31 product, okay? So by the time, whatever date this is that you're watching this, I'm going to give you, let's do 3 days, okay? You have 3 days from the day you're watching this to get your parties, or from the day I sent this to you, to get 4 bookings. If you get those 4 bookings, I send you a free product, okay? And the whole point of this calendar here is that you can put an X on the days you know you can't. So say, I don't know, like if your kiddos have, you know, basketball games every Monday, cross out your Monday so you know you can't party then. And if you know you're available every Thursday, put a star on those days. Basically, you're just marking the days that you know would work for you to have a party and crossing out the days that won't work within the next month. So that way, when you get a yes and someone says, yes, I want to have a party with you, you can say, great, here are 4 dates I have available. Which one works best for you? Okay. Let's see. So part of the reason why I really want you partying 4 times in your first month is that each time you party, your business launches in a new social circle. And so that's how you branch your business out really quickly in your first month, is if each of those 4 people, each of those 4 parties will help you go to a whole new circle of friends, and then you book parties from that circle, and it brings you to a whole new circle of friends, and it just branches out. It's kind of crazy how it works, but just trust me, having those 4 parties in your first month is very, very beneficial for you. Okay, and the second part of step 2 is creating your contact list. And so we're gonna do that here on another page, so we're just gonna skip over that one for right now and go to step 3, where it says partner with your insiders. So basically, you need to know that a hostess and an insider are the exact same thing. That word is interchangeable, hostess and insider. And learning how to party, I'm going to give you a party script. So that's the second part there. Really, those two go hand in hand, partnering with your insider and learning how to party. Those two I teach you in my party script. So whether you're doing a launch party or not, I have a script for that, which you should be doing a launch party. And then for regular parties. So say I do your launch party and you want to do the next, you're going to do the next party that you have booked. I have a regular party script that you would have, and it would walk you through everything you need to partner with your insider / hostess, same thing, and learning how to party. So all that I give to you, okay? So page 7, okay? This one, I really don't want you to spend a lot of time on right now, because really what I want is for you to focus your time on getting your parties all lined up so we can launch your business strong. That's our main focus. So this one, but I'll walk through what it is. On the digital copy of this, so the link I sent you, there's hyperlinks you can click on to bring you right to where you need to be to complete these 4 steps. Now, if you feel like you're tech savvy and this is something that's easy for you and you want to give it a shot, go for it. You can work on these 4 things. But if not, I want you to just hold on this. If you're feeling overwhelmed at all, I want you to hold on this, and we'll talk about this on the next recording, okay? But if you're feeling confident and you want to explore some more, you can walk through these 4 steps. We'll get to them eventually. So if you don't do it this first week, that's okay. Okay, page 8 is our next one. We're getting to the end here, going to page 10. But page 8, so this one we're going to talk about sharing your business. So there's 3 boxes here, sections, I guess. So the pink box on the top should look something like this. This is where we're sharing your excitement with your friends and family on social media. So that could be Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever it is you use. For me, I really right now just use Facebook. I'm trying to get more into YouTube and Instagram because I know a lot of people are moving that way. But you just use what you're familiar with to get started. I really like Facebook parties. I find that to be my jam. That's what works for me. So, okay, on here under share, there's some examples of things that you could do. So I'm going to challenge you right now. I'm going to walk through these, and I want you to circle at least one of these to do this first week. Okay, now the more you circle, obviously the better results you're going to have. And the better it is for your business. But again, some of these things can be scary. So I understand that some people don't want to do everything all at once. So my challenge to you right now, I'm going to go through these, circle one, and pick one that you're going to do, okay? So here are some options. You can share on social media about why you joined 31. So that why we did on page 5, you can just share that with them. You could take a picture of your why. You could take a picture of yourself with your 31 box and share your why in the comments or in the description. You could do a video. For videos, know that you could do pre-recorded videos where you just pull up on your computer or on your phone, do a video. If you don't like it, delete it and start over. Or if you're really brave, you can go live and do a live video. And if you make mistakes, it's no big deal. I've made multiple mistakes in this video and I'm not going to redo it. We're human. We make mistakes. People actually are more relatable to you when they see you, I don't know, I guess make mistakes, if that makes sense. So that's the first one. So you could share your why or why you joined. Another one, when your kit arrives, you could go live and share everything that comes in it. So this is like an unboxing video. Again, this could be pre-recorded or this could be when you go live. Or if you're scared of videos, you can do a post where you show the box that's still sealed and then some pictures of the box after you open it. Now, one thing I do want to say is if you go live with your unboxing, don't feel like you have to know the name and the product print and the price. Like, you don't have to study all that ahead of time. Like, this is fun. It's supposed to be fun for your customers. They know that you just started. And the more honest you are with them, the more fun it is for them. Honestly, you could just be yourself, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Another thing you could do, oh, I want to back up though. When you get that box, I want to encourage you to keep that box. That's something I wish someone would have told me. I didn't realize that the enrollment kit comes in a pink box. Everything else comes in brown boxes. And now that I've been with the company for a long time, and I've seen other people, like their offices, they have their pink box sitting there because it's really special. So I wish someone would have told me that. So keep in mind, if that's something, if you think that this is going to be something you want to stick with for a long time, or you have some high goals, I would highly encourage you to keep that box. And even if you don't, keep the box anyway. Okay, moving on to the next one. So the next one is you could share the insider rewards on social media. So you could post a picture of the rewards to drum up some excitement. If you want that picture, just message me. I'll send it to you. Or you could talk about it in a video. So people like to know about those Hostess rewards, and that's how you get kind of an incentive going for booking. Another option would be to share when you're having parties. Just kind of when you can let people know, like, hey, I got 4 parties booked for my new 31 business. I'm so excited. I have a party on this date or this date. Let me know if you want to join, if you're looking to see what's new in our catalog or something like that. Okay. Another thing would be to post when you're proud of something you've done. So for example, it's kind of hard to do maybe starting out, but like, for example, we have a Jumpstart program where you can earn free products. And so, for example, if you do earn that free product, you want to post about it and let people know that you're finding success with this and you're getting free product and it's fun, and you want to just share that excitement with people. So posting about being proud of the work you've done. And another thing that's not on here is you want to create a VIP group. So I have a 31 Facebook VIP group. You should be a part of it. I try to add you to it. If you're not a part of it, check for a request from me because I likely have invited you. This is how I communicate with my VIPs daily. And you can honestly just copy my posts and change them up a little bit if you want to. But I highly encourage a VIP group. Okay, if you have questions on any of that, let me know. So these are just a few ideas. So you need to decide right now, if you haven't already, circle the ones that you're like, I can do this. And maybe there's something that you're like, I'm not ready for this, maybe in a month or so. Then you can just put like, you know, a little circle next to that one and then like do that one later. But whatever you pick, whichever one, or even better yet, if you choose all of them, let me know what they are so I can kind of write it down and hold you accountable for it, and check in and see if I can help you with any ideas, things like that, okay? Okay, excuse me. Moving on to the middle box. This one is about basically who do you know. So this is going to be useful for when you're trying to get your 4 bookings, okay? So it's got a list of people that you can think of when you're trying to come up with who to ask to have those 4 bookings. So you're going to want to use that actually on another page. Yeah, it's on the next page. It also has who do you know. So I would reference these 2 pages. Excuse me. Reference these 2 pages, yes, when you're making your list. Now, the last box talks about who do you know that would be interested in the business? So I didn't make that very clear. The one above is about who you know that would host a party with you. And the bottom box is who do you know that might love this business with you, okay? So I'm gonna give you another challenge. So remember, the first challenge is to get 4 parties booked within your first 30 days. The second challenge is to find one friend that wants to do this alongside you, okay? So if you add someone to your team in your first 30 days of enrollment, I send you another free product, okay? So right now, I'm gonna have you jot down the names in this workbook, or if you are looking at it digitally, I want you to write down on a piece of paper or in your notebook, then 5 ladies that come to mind who would fit one of these categories. So I'm going to read them to you. As I read them, write down 5 names right now in your workbook or on a notebook, okay, of people that you think might be interested. So who do you know that could use some additional income or would like to have additional income? Who do you know that loves 31? Who do you know who's looking for a flexible schedule? Someone who's always wanted to have their own business, someone who enjoys working from home, someone who has both big and small income goals, and someone who's saving for the future. And then I like to add 2 more in there because a lot of my team is stay-at-home moms. So who do you know that's a stay-at-home mom? And then a lot of my team is teachers. Who do you know that's a teacher? Because they have their summers off. And a lot of times they casually work their business through the school year. And then in the summer, they work their business a lot harder. So teachers and stay-at-home moms. Geez, forgot what I was just saying. So those I would also put in. Now, if you don't have your 5 names, I want you to pause this video and I want you to think of 5 names. Not 4, not 3, not 2, not 1. Think until you have all 5, okay? And then restart the video once you have 5. Okay. Moving on to page 9. Now this one, we have 2 pages left. So who do you know is basically, I'm going to give you your 3rd challenge. And this is a big one. It's an important one. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to make a list, not right now, but after this recording, or I guess you could do it now and pause me. But basically you're going to make a list of 50 people who you think would be willing to support you in your new business. So you're going to write these 50 names down and you're going to contact each one. Okay. But don't worry. I'm going to help you with what to say to these 50 people. Okay. And keep in mind that typically 1 out of 6 will say yes to helping you launch your business by having a party with you. So 1 out of 6 will say yes on average. So that does mean you're going to hear a lot of no's, but I want you to know that that's okay. You don't want to take it personally. That's just part of this, this business. Okay. So every no you hear just gets you 1 step closer to your next yes. Okay. So just keep that in mind. As you ask these 50 people, it's a very good chance that you will also get more than the 4 yeses. So what you want to do is fill up your first 4 weeks and then keep going. I would encourage you to just keep it at 1 party a week for now. If you feel really confident in yourself, you could do 2 parties a week. But I know it can be a little bit overwhelming if you do more than 1 a week for new consultants. Now for me, I've been doing it for a long time, so I could do 1 in my sleep. But like I said, when you're new, you're just kind of getting the feel of it. So I would encourage 1 a week. Okay, so you're gonna, even if you get more than 4 yeses, you wanna keep going until your whole list of 50 people has been contacted, okay? Okay, so go ahead, you can, I guess you could choose right now. Actually, I would encourage you right now, because if we put it off, then it doesn't get done. I would encourage you right now, pause this, make your list of 50. What I would do to help you with your list of 50 is look at, let me go back to it here. Look at page 9, so your friends, neighbors, coworkers, groups you belong to, relatives. Gives you a big list there. And then I would also go to page 8. Who do you know who loves social media, is busy, has lots of friends, loves 31, likes to entertain, blah, 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 blah. All those, use those to help you make your list of 50. I would also encourage you, what I remember what I did at the beginning is I looked at whoever I had in my text, like who I had texted excuse me, in the last like 2 months, because then I know I've been in contact with them, I'm close to them, they will likely support me. So that's an idea for you. And then if you do happen to get stuck, I'd encourage you to check out your Facebook friends. So it doesn't have to be like someone you're like super tight with, but I would encourage you to try to reach out to the people that you are closest to first. Yeah. Okay, so pause this video. Once you got your list of 50, you can restart it and we'll move on to page 10. Okay, so page 10 we've got here. This page has the words to say to those 50 people. Okay, so there's 3 boxes that you can see. It kind of should look like this. One for words to say to invite someone to have a party with you, one for joining your launch party, and one for joining your team. So after this call, I want you to try to read these options here in the left box out loud, and then star the one that sounds most like you. And then you could even tweak it a little bit more if you'd like. And then that's what you're gonna do, is you're gonna reach out to those 50 people within a couple days from now. So if you can do it today, that's even better. And you're gonna use the words that you chose, whichever one you choose that sounds like you. And like I said, you can mix it up. Okay, so you're gonna ask those 50 people to be an insider, or you're gonna ask them to host a party, okay? So insider, hostess, same thing. If they say no, that's no problem. Then you just slide over to the next box, the pink box, and you invite them to your launch party. So it could be something like, hey, or they'll be like, no, I don't think I'm interested right now. And you say, no problem at all. Thanks for your honesty. And then you could say, I am having a launch party coming up on blah, 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 and I'm really looking forward to getting my business launched. Would you like an invite to that? Or you can use the words to say here. I just made up whatever that was. Hopefully it goes similar to what these are. And so that's what you can do as well. And then lastly, remember those 5 names that we wrote down on the other page about people who might be interested in joining your team. You would use those words right here on the bottom for those 5 people, okay? So, and for those 5 people, remember, if one of them joins your team, then you'll get another free product, okay? So you gotta kind of keep me in the loop with this stuff so I know where you're at, and then that way I can get you free products if you've earned them, okay? So that is the first section of our how-to guide. So as I said, if you have questions, reach out to me. I want to know your plans. I want to know your goals. I want to know your why. So please, please message me on Facebook Messenger and let me know. I think what I want to do is I think I'm just going to keep rolling. Normally when I do 2 calls, I split this up, but I think I'm going to keep it rolling so it's all in one spot. So if you are watching this, I want you to just pause the video and take a breather. I want you to just work on the things I have told you already, okay? And then in about 2 to 3 days from now, I want you to watch this second part, okay? So this is now part 2 of our training, okay? So on part 2 of our training, what I like to make sure is to make sure that you reach out to your 50 people. And I want to know how your bookings went. If you have not reached out to your 50 people, I want you to pause this video and I want you to go back and complete that. I want you to reach out to 50 people and see if you can get 4 bookings, okay? If you did reach out to those 50 people, I want you to stop and message me right now with how it went. I want you to tell me how many parties you got lined up, when your parties are, how I can help you, okay? All right, so the second half of this is pages 11 through whatever is left in here. I think it's 16. I don't even know for sure. Yes, 16. So we are going to start with page 11. This half goes a lot quicker, okay? So page 11, you know what? I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up real quick. If you have not completed these steps, now would be the time to work on these. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you have any questions on those, let me know. It's very likely that you've already done some of them. So one is going to 31today.com, which is our website, which is also known as TOT or TOT. Step 2 is to set up your 31 website. It walks you right through it if you click on that hyperlink. Step 3 is setting up your launch party in your virtual office. It walks you right through that too. And then step 4 is getting the app on your phone. Okay, so I would encourage you to pause the video right now and work on those 4 steps. And once you've got those completed, you can resume the video and we'll dive into page 11. Okay, so for page 11, this one has trainings on it that I really want to encourage you to watch. So again, the blue links are hyperlinks. If you look at the digital copy that I sent to you, these are really helpful, and as you watch them, I encourage you to jot down any questions you have or just message me right away. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos here. So if you just spread it out 1 a day for this week, it'd be really attainable, I think. So they're really helpful for our new consultants. I've had a lot of good feedback, so I encourage you to watch those. Then page 12 talks about goal setting. So for this one, we're going to walk through all the steps here and try to set some really good goals for you. But before we start, I want you to look at the bottom here at this box right here. So this is potential monthly income that you can earn as a consultant. Now, our average party is about $600 in sales. So if you look at this chart, you can see if you do 1 party a week, that would be on average, again, this is an average of $2,400 sold of product that you sold. Now, as a consultant, you make 25% of what you sell. I'm just sliding across this box here. So that would be a $600 paycheck, okay? The next one over shows $840. That's when you become a leader, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. A leader is when you promote. Leaders get a higher commission. Now, it also shows 2 parties a week, 3 parties a week, what you can earn. So if you're doing 3 parties a week, you can easily earn about $2,000 on your paycheck. So that kind of gives you an idea of how this works. Now, keep in mind, sometimes I have $1,200 parties rather than the $600. Sometimes I have a $200 party, which is different than the $600 average. So it obviously fluctuates and changes, but this is just to give you a good idea. Now let's go ahead, we're gonna fill out this, this form. So you need to stop and think, what do you really want to earn per month? So what would be helpful to you? It might be helpful to think back to your why. So if your why is to pay for dance lessons for your daughter, figure out what that amount is, and then you can kind of calculate it by using that chart. Or if you're wanting to just be able to go to Starbucks twice a week or something, figure out what that is, and you can calculate it using this. Whatever, it really depends on what you're wanting to do with this business, okay? So you can jot that in there, and then you'll have to figure out how many parties that would be per week by using this. Now, usually when I do this on the phone with people, if we do a phone call, I can kind of help you with this math. So if this is confusing at all, reach out to me and we can walk through this on the phone call or just on Facebook Messenger. And then earning blank amount each month will allow you to blank. So whatever your goal is. Now, the next part is about working your business into your schedule. So for some people, they work their business a little bit every night. That's what I highly recommend. That's what I do. The more consistent you are, the better your business will be. Also, however, some people work crazy schedules. So you kind of just have to know for yourself what's going to work. Some people can only work their business on the weekends. Some people can only work their business Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So you just kind of figure that out, jot that in there. You can update me on that too if you'd like. And then for the next step, it's action steps to achieve your goal. So some action steps to take would be to make sure you reach out to those 50 people, to make sure that you get 4 parties booked within your first 4 weeks, to work on those 4 steps in this packet that we just talked about, setting up your VIP group if you haven't done that, working on your launch party if you haven't done that, watching the trainings from this packet. Those are all really great things that will help your business. And who will hold you accountable would be me. So I just need to know what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve. And I am more than happy to check in daily or weekly or monthly, whatever it is that you would need, okay? And then after completing your action steps and achieving your goal, you will reward yourself by. So you can put in there whatever you want. Some people will do like taking my family to, you know, wherever you guys like to go. Or some people say getting my nails done, or just going to Starbucks and getting a drink. So whatever it is that's exciting to you. Some people just write on there like take a nap. So whatever it is you need or what's exciting to you or motivating to you. Okay. After you have that filled out, we're going to move on to page 13. And this is where we're going to talk about some free products, which is always really fun. Now, like I said, I have an older version, so your packet will have different products here, but it's all the same basically, okay? It's just all the same content, just different products. So basically, page 13 is all about Jumpstart. And so if you've looked on TOT or done any of the new consultant training, you probably have seen this a little bit, but basically you can earn 5 products for free in your first 90 days as a consultant. Okay, so basically your first 3 months. It starts when you sell your first 500. So the top picture there will show you what you can earn for free. Now this one's a little different. This one, when you sell $500 worth in your first 30 days, you earn this one. So this one you only have 30 days. So that's why it's so important to get those 4 bookings in your first month so that you can earn this for free. Okay? So then the next 4, you have 90 days to earn those, okay? So when you sell $1,000, you get that product. When you sell $2,000, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory there, it lays it out. But those are free products that you can earn just in your first 90 days, okay? So the other part of it is team building goals. You'll see there's a box at the top there, and that one talks about sharing the business opportunity, okay? So if you haven't already, I highly encourage that you reach out to those 5 people that we have listed down to see if they'd be interested in doing this business with you, okay? So in that first box, you can write down a number of friends that you want to recruit in your first month, okay? And then the next part is wanting to increase your commission to 35%. So remember, you make 25% right now by becoming a director. So when you become a director, then you start making 35%. And you can pick a date to put there. I usually encourage my new consultants to choose a date that is about 3 months from today, okay? Because that's what really seems doable, okay? So I also encourage my new consultants to recruit at least one person each month, okay? So to become a director, it shows you right in that box that you personally need to invite and sponsor. So you need to personally sponsor 4 new consultants who are qualified. To be qualified, that simply means they need to sell $1,000. So you need 4 people, and those 4 people each need to sell $1,000, and you have promoted to director, okay? There are steps in between, okay? So you're at consultant. There is also senior consultant, elite consultant, and director, okay? But right here in this box, it's talking about how to get to director when you really get that big pay, the commission increase, I guess. So that's what that box is about. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know, okay? And then the next one talks about earning rewards for sponsoring. So you can read through that, but basically it talks about how you can earn $50 product credit when you recruit people and they do well. So they give you $50 to use towards a product or business supplies if you want to get some fun 31 swag and get some t-shirts for yourself, whatever. You get $50 for every person that you personally enroll, and they submit $1,000 in their first 90 days, okay? But also there's even more in there. If you sponsor 2 new consultants who both sell $1,000 in their first 90 days, you get a $200 promotion product credit. So you don't get $50, you get $200. So that means you could earn, and eventually you could earn up to like $400 or more in product credit. So it's very important to not take the approach I took. When I first started, I was like, I'm just going to focus on selling right now because I don't even know what I'm doing, and sponsoring sounds scary to me, and that's just how I felt about it. It took me 5 years before I got my first recruit, and at my 5th year, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. And it's insane if you look at my paychecks then and my paychecks now, what sponsoring does for your business. And so these incentives are to try to take away that fear for you and just kind of push you to be like, you can start sponsoring the day you enroll. Don't feel like you need to wait, because it really impacts your business when you sponsor. So that's my little plug there. And know that when you sponsor someone, I train them if you want me to. And most of the time people do want me to train them. And I am totally okay with that, because I've been doing this for a while and I know what I'm doing. And people often, when they get their first couple recruits, don't feel like they know what they're doing, and that's totally normal. I didn't either. And so then you watch me do it and you learn from me. So it's not a scary thing, because I take care of like most of it for you, and you just get the extra bonuses from that. And when you recruit, you also can earn income off of the people based on what they sell to. So there's lots of perks with that. So I highly encourage that you start recruiting right away. Okay, so page 14, this one's additional resources. So this is available for you. Feel free to click on any of these when you find time, like the hyperlinks if you need some extra help with any of it. But really, there's not a ton to go through here. There is on the bottom, the pink bubble Facebook group. It's likely that I've invited you to that group already. If not, I will be soon. Excuse me. And that is where we have like this exclusive online group of ladies. It's pretty much anyone that's a consultant. And you get all the info you need for home office if like we have a surprise sale coming or anything like that. So that's a good one to be a part of. Okay, and moving on to page 15. This one should look something similar to this. This page is also here for your reference. It just defines some of the 31 lingo that we use. So I know for me, they're like, oh, you just need 1 PICA to promote. And I'm like, a PICA, what does that even mean? And then they're like, oh, it's just a personally enrolled and qualified and active consultant. And I'm like, what did you just say? And then I'm like, what do you mean qualified? What does qualified mean? So this walks you through it a little bit more. And if you look through this and you're like, I still don't get it, reach out to me, because I was that person. I was like, this is still confusing. So if you have specific ones that you're confused on, just reach out to me, okay? Because now that I've been doing this for years, it makes total sense to me and I can explain it all. But it did take time. So then I had to ask questions. So if you have to ask questions, that's okay. I like questions. Okay, and the last page is page 16, and it should look something similar to this. This shows some of our national executive directors. So basically, those are the highest you can go in the company. And recently, I watched a training from one of them not too long ago, and they shared that what their income was. And I kid you not, they're making thousands of dollars per day. Okay, so that got a little fire under my butt, and that got me really wanting where they're at. So because can you imagine $1,000 per day or more? Like they're making thousands a day. It's insane. I can't even wrap my head around it. I'm a teacher, so that's not a thing. And so I share this because it really did inspire me. And I just want you to remember that these ladies were in the same spot as you are right now. They were once getting trained. They were once in their first week or their first, month of doing 31. They were once like, what did I just do? Is this crazy of me that I just joined? They were in your same shoes. So just remember that these are regular people that just worked really hard with dedication, and they put time into it. And they wanted something big out of this. So I want to make sure that you don't shy away from being like, I just want to be a consultant. Like, you're not just a consultant, and you can really promote to do some really incredible things and earn some really good income for you and your family. And so I just want to let you know about that as well. But basically, I think that sums up our whole packet. As always, if you have questions, please reach out to me. I love questions, and I love helping out new consultants. I'm happy to help as best I can. And if you want any more, if you want like a one-on-one phone call or anything like that, I'm also available for that too. So I wish you all the best with your business. This won't be the last you see or hear of me. I will continue to send you a tip or trick every day. I usually do that for about the first month. Where I just sprinkle a few little ideas in for you, and hopefully it's not too overwhelming. I try to do just one a day, or so that way you can just have some fun with some of the things that have worked for me as well. Okay, so thank you for your time, and we will chat soon. Bye bye.